Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, today we are going to talk about Junnelle Bromfield. Junnelle Bromfield, she's an athlete based in Jamaica. She's a Jamaican athlete. Yeah, so recently she faced cyberbullying, and the Jamaican people did not respond well to this Olympic medalist by, or rather, they were out there in the social media criticizing her for doing some sort of things which which they were not reasonable enough, because that was not necessary. So before we talk much about Junnelle Bromfield, uh, I would like us to watch this video and then we'll come back and talk more about Junnelle Bromfield. Yeah, see you guys in a few.
Hey everybody, how you doing? So I felt I had to come back to this situation with Junnelle Bromfield and how some Jamaicans have been treating her, and yes, I say some because it's been bothering me so much. And I have three big questions that have been really bothering me that I hope you can help me with. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Dion Jackson Miller. Stay tuned. So I did a whole video on Junnelle Bromfield and looking at whether or not she had been cyberbullied, looking at what the law says and stuff like that. But I don't know. She's posted more on the issue. People have been talking about it. And as I said, there are three main questions that have just really stuck with me that I want to ask you to help me with. So question number one for me is, how come in 2024 we're still cussing each other about the color of our skin? Because I hear some people say, oh, it wasn't about skin color, except a lot of it clearly was. As I said, all you have to do is follow Junnelle on social media and look at some of the comments she had been posting. People say, oh, then son her till she burn, and that one person said that, and just a lot of other really nasty comments I'm not even going to repeat. The point is, though, again, cussing people about the color of their skin in 2024, because what that tells me is that we really have some deep wounds and self-hatred that we're still dealing with, which is why I always find it very interesting when you talk about colorism in Jamaica and people are trying to bypass it as if, oh, we're past that. We're actually not. We're clearly not. And I mean, we didn't need this particular example to show us that, although this one unfortunately has been gone viral. It's national, it's international. We have a world champion in her boyfriend, Noah Lyles, who has been basically saying to the world that, some Jamaicans have been really treating his girlfriend, treating one of our own, let me put it that way, an Olympian, a woman who has done such wonderful things in terms of her personal achievement, and her own people. I keep saying that, some of her own people have been so nasty to her and tearing her down in this particular way. Talk to a lot of Jamaicans, and they'll tell you of their own experiences, the kind of things we grew up hearing. Many of us did grow up hearing that. And no, I'm not a very dark-skinned Jamaican, but that doesn't mean that I'm not very aware of the world that we grew up in and the kind of way in which we insulted each other, so it's still so easy for us to pull for those old-time insults, or anything not black, no good, or whenever you're ready to cuss somebody, oh, you're black and ugly, and those things still come so easily out of the mouths of some of us, and in addition, there are lots of other ways in which we continue to privilege people who are lighter skinned or people who are white or Jamaican white in our society, and a lot of times people don't even realize what's happening. So it's something that we talk about what happens in the homes, we talk about what happens in schools, but yeah, it's something I think that we absolutely have to continue to call out whenever we see it. We have to say do better, but we have to also be, I think, very aware of just saying to people who would say something like that, do better, that alone isn't going to do it. We have to look at how we talk to our kids, we talk a lot about teaching Garveyism and just teaching people to be proud of who they are and proud of our color. And again, as in many things, we've come a far way, but obviously not far enough. So yeah, any ideas you have as to how we can do better in this issue of colorism in Jamaica, please drop your comments below. Want to hear from you on this. All right, and question number 2 from me on this is, it's related to question number 1, but it's how come we're so vicious? How can we be so mean to each other? Again, when you look at the comments, even if you take the colorism aspect out of it, why the need to just feel that we just have to go after people and try to destroy them and be offensive and insulting? You hear people talk a lot about keyboard cowards, people who just say all kinds of things because they feel safe in the anonymity of the internet and safe in the anonymity of these little random little screen names that they use and so on. But just why would you want to talk to somebody like this? I don't know. People, will love to say that phrase in Jamaica, oh, people bad mind and people jealous and whatever, and a lot of it might be that, but man, it just shows off the absolutely worst part of us, and it's something I'm just so ashamed to have seen this unfolding in front of the eyes of the entire world. I see a couple comments like, why would somebody want to be in a society like that? I mean, I would add that you find these people in any society, especially the internet just seems to have just given life to them and spawned these whole communities of absolutely hateful, negative people. But again, any ideas on how we can get around that? I mean, I know a big part of it obviously is curating your own circle, You have to block some of these people. You just have to keep them out of your circle. You wouldn't let people stand up in your living room and insult you and just say all kinds of nasty and negative things to you. And I think you just have to keep a lot of these people out of your social media space. Trust me. And question number 3 for me would be, why does it seem to be so hard to reason with each other? Because if somebody says something and people reach out to them and say hey, or respond to them and say hey, why would you say that? That's such a mean thing to say. Then what you get back is a bag of cussing and so on. And again, I don't know, is it the internet and social media that have really spawned this particular type of behavior and this particular type of reaction? And if so, what does it say about how we're going to move forward as a society when so much of life now, so much of what our young people and generally people do is based on this life that's centered on social media and the internet. So how do we then move forward if we can't even talk to each other? There are so many important national conversations we have to have, and if you try and talk to people and what you get back is a bag of cussing and stay out of this and what's it and nastiness, how we're gonna move forward? I don't know. I get worried sometimes when I see what's happening. I get worried sometimes when I see how we talk to each other. I get worried sometimes when I see how we still hate ourselves so much, because a lot of that is that self-hatred, that instead of spending energy on building up ourselves and moving forward in our own lives and using these wonderful technologies for all the wonderful things they can do, instead we're using them to spew hate and to spew negativity and to try and pull down people just to try to live them best life like all the way, So once again, any ideas you have about how we can shift the conversation, how we can try and make the spaces more positive, do tell me. I really, really, really want to know. I think it's really important. Gonna have to leave it there. Thank you so much for being with me. I'm Dion. I'll see you next time.
So first of all, who is Junnelle Bromfield? Junnelle Bromfield is a Jamaican sprinter who got engaged to Noah Lyles in 2024, and she has faced so much. She has gone through so much in her career. So Junnelle had a boyfriend back in 2022. So Junnelle Bromfield, after people knowing that Noah Lyles, who is an American, who is an American athlete also, when Jamaicans realized that Junnelle had a relationship with Noah Lyles, Jamaicans started speaking out their mind. Jamaicans thought that Junnelle should date a Jamaican, or I don't know, but Jamaicans did not agree to the relationship of Junnelle and Noah. So Jamaican people started bullying Junnelle, not only Jamaicans but also some American citizens. So this really affected Junnelle, but Junnelle kept pushing and pushing and working harder, knowing that she has to work on her goals. Junnelle even got dropped from joining the biggest team in the Jamaican athletes. She got dropped just because of these kind of reasons. Junnelle, first of all, won a bronze medal in the Olympic Championship. Junnelle has won several medals for the nation of Jamaica, but Jamaicans would rather go to the internet and talk bad about this person that has brought a medal to your country, this person that has worked hard for your country. You're going to the social media and talking bad about her instead of giving her the support that she needs. Because also, Junnelle's mother died, but instead, these people cannot see that Junnelle needs the support because they are damaging her emotions, they are damaging her mentally. How would you expect someone to go and compete in a competition such as an Olympic with you throwing some messages, throwing some bad messages, bad comments to her? How will you think that is affecting her mentally? So Junnelle faced so many things. She read so many bad things, but she kept working on hard. Even his boyfriend came out to the internet saying that she'll support her no matter what, that Junnelle should continue working hard and forget about whatever the internet is saying. Yeah. So I'd like to urge you people, we as black people, we normally don't see the goodness of when one of us is going to have a good life, or one of us is moving out of the block. We should be enjoying that this person, whether is a he or she, is representing us. We should be enjoying, we should be congratulating her, we should be offering her support, or him, whoever. The thing is that we should be there for each other. We should not disrespect each other. We should be supporting each other. We should be doing what is good for one another, not going to the internet and talking these bad things to the people that represent our nation, to the people that represent us as black people. No, we should be there supporting them no matter what. It was her decision to get engaged to Noah Lyles. No, you can't force somebody to do what you want. It is up to her to know what is best for her or not. Yeah, I think there we did a very bad thing. We as black people, it's time we change on what we normally think and do. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. And if you feel touched, leave a comment there. I'll appreciate. Bye.